Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of From the Hip. Today's date is November 25th, 2023. We are dead smack in the middle of week 12 of the NFL season. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And let me bring my crew in so I can wish them a great time too. Welcome, Mr. Kory Thompson, Moe from
It's
One
good to be
Mo
back.
Show, and Justin Rodriguez. Gentlemen, I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have went to Mo's house. I heard he smoked the turkey, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, guys, hey, along with Thanksgiving, while most folks were bonding with their families and having a great meal, I was dead smack in front of my TV watching these games. Right. So I want to get right into it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got our first game from Thursday. Green Bay at Detroit. And what a great game we caught. And what a game. I didn't expect this game, to be honest with you. I don't think any of us did. Green Bay has been on fire. Mo, talk to me about what the hell is going on with Detroit and what the hell is going on with Green Bay.
It's called a competitive Green Bay. I think they paid down and they paid for it. Simple to me.
Hey, you know what? They're on a 2-game win streak now, but they look really good. Kory, bring me something on this. How does Detroit lose this game when this game really mattered for them? And not so much in the standings wise, but it mattered in other ways.
Well, it matters for the division, but it's simple. We all said it was going to be a massacre. Every time we say it's going to be a massacre, it seems like it goes the opposite way. I think they just outcoached them. And Goff had 3 turnovers. He had 3 fumbles that he lost. I mean, you can't win a game if you're giving up the ball. He did outplay Jordan Love to a degree, but still, it just wasn't enough. And they're division rivals, so they know each other very, very well. Green Bay's had their number for years, and they're trying to show that they can continue having their number, basically.
Justin, when I said, how does this affect the rest of the league? Did you catch my drift on that?
Meaning, like, is Green Bay going to pick it up now and be
as
one of
far
the
as the Lions? How does this affect what's going on? By this Lions loss, I was hoping that everybody caught what I meant. The Lions loss, to me, affects directly the Cowboys. To me, directly. And here, I already saw Kory's face drop back, but let me explain. With the Lions losing, now they have the same record as the Cowboys. Cowboys are in second place. Where this affects them is if they end up with the same record at the end. Could this affect home field advantage? And that's why I wanted you to talk about that.
But won't it be if Detroit wins the division, won't they get home advantage anyway? Because
of course,
Cowboys will be in the wild card. Yeah, that will be in the wild card because Philly was the head of the division. So home court advantage should go to Detroit.
Hold on to it.
Yeah, but if the season was to end right now, Detroit will have home court advantage only because they will win their division, and the Cowboys will fall in the wild card spot.
I mean, Detroit is 8-3 right now, 2-1 in their division. The only team that's going to make any noise right now is going to be Minnesota. That's the only possible team at 6-5 in that division, because Green Bay is now 5-6, but Minnesota is 2-0 in the division, and Green Bay is 2-2 in the division. So Detroit looks like they're going to lock up home field advantage and win the division. I mean,
they're going to win the division. They're going to lock up home field advantage.
Yeah, they're going to get back to it. They're literally going to get back to it.
And you know what? That's what I don't like about how the NFL does their playoff sittings. Only because, like, you go in a division. It's like when the Cowboys won the division a couple years ago, and it was like one of the worst teams in the NFC. It's like no sense that it makes no sense that way. But I mean, that's the way they do it. Is what it is.
I think they were like 8-9 or something.
Yeah, like the worst team in the NFC.
But because they won the division, well, not the
They
worst
had
team in the
home
NFC.
No, but you know, out of all the playoff teams.
Yeah, to win their division.
Yeah.
And you had like another team that was like 12-5 or something like that. I
And
want
they
to
were
say
the
it
ones
might
that
have been
go
like
into
the
them.
Saints or something.
I think the reason why the NFL actually does it this way is to try to keep a little bit more parity for the local team. So like that's why the AFC North is such a tough spot. You got 4 very good teams that always compete with one another. And right now we have that situation with the NFC North. It would usually be the NFC East, which is usually very strong. It's the NFC North right now. All 3 of the 4 teams are pretty much in the hunt. You know?
And that's crazy to say that a Green Bay team is in the hunt. Green Bay,
with their last 2 wins, they're the actual 8th team. They're right outside. They're in the hunt. So the NFC North is very strong. That's why they kind of do that.
Well, can you go back to that last one where it had the other? So if you look at the NFC South right now, look at the Saints, 5-5, 4-6 for the Falcons, 4-6, 1-9. This is going to be another NFC East like it was a few years ago that Justin was mentioning.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I don't
think
think
be like that.
The Saints are that good, but simply because they're on top of their division, they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs, which is it's bonkers the way that because you'll have teams miss the playoffs, like the Vikings, for example, if they fall out. You have teams like
Vikings will miss. Seattle might miss.
Yeah, Seattle might miss, and that's another one to talk about. It's you got teams like I won't even say Atlanta. I'm trying like Green Bay is another one. Green Bay who's coming out if they continue the streak they're going is gonna miss because of that, and it's bonkers the way the NFL does these playoffs like that. If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's each his own.
Bonkers. It kind of is what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's each his own. It is what it is. But I wouldn't get too excited about these Green Bay wins only because it's Green Bay and Jordan Love is inconsistent. Yeah, it's 2 games back to back. Maybe he picks it back up, but the reason why the only reason why they won this game is because Green Bay's defense came to play, and Jared Goff. I don't know what's going on with him. That's back to back weeks with over 3 turnovers. And there's something going on with him, so we got to figure out. He got to get right mentally and figure out how to ball security is what should be all we talk in practice this week.
When you're getting hit, man, you got to remember these quarterbacks. A lot of them aren't in motion when they're getting hit. They have that blind side to defender sometimes, and if they get hit like that, or you get hit from behind, and you don't know it's coming.
Well, I get that, but there was one of those turnovers where he tried to scramble, they punched the ball out. You know what I'm saying? So ball security comes into that factor. The week prior, he threw 3 interceptions. So this is the point where we have to talk about the turnover rate the same way we talk about if Dak was to throw 3 interceptions. Not too many Cowboys back in this, but if Dak was to throw 3 interceptions, or if we was going to talk about where Josh Allen throw 3 interceptions, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about those teams. You got to mention it on Jared Goff as well.
Yeah. We give certain players a pass the same way.
Bypass.
Let's face it. We gave C.J. Stroud a pass last week.
Yeah, he threw it. He's another one.
But it's
that was his first time he had a multiple turnover game.
But 3 interceptions is the reason why you need to bring that.
I mean, he won the game, so he gets the pass. But we gave him a pass. Everybody gave him a pass. You haven't
Detroit squeaked out last week.
Not about CJ even with those 3 interceptions. If that had been Dak, we would have killed him. But Dak
is held to higher standards than CJ.
Yes, he is. He is held to higher standards because it goes back to America's team. The fact that people hate that. It's the way that they feel about the Yankees, the same way how they feel about the Cowboys. Because let's face it, he had an amazing game. We're going to get into it. In fact, let's move into it. Okay, he had an amazing game. He threw he threw 4 TDs, threw over 300 yards, player of the game. But guess what? No matter how well he played, first thing that Moe did was grab his mic, and he's like, but he didn't play nobody. But if he'd have lost that game, the first thing he would have said was, you see? So whether he won or lost, there's no win. There
There's
is no
win there, yeah. No win.
Okay, it's like that aspect is not fair. All right. That
He
aspect.
played professionals, so it's fair. He did play. You're
Nah.
you're a professional. These guys are professionals. Okay.
Okay, but can we admit the fact that he had a phenomenal game?
He did.
Okay, so we can.
I'm
admit
saying
the fact
Washington
that
is a professional or professionals.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Can we admit the fact that he played a stellar game, an above average game?
But I told you he would. He had that crap game last week.
You're 100%.
I know this is Dakota Prescott's game MO. Bad game, and then he goes back to being good. And plus, don't forget to mention that defense. 4 sacks, another pick six
Bland.
For that Bland. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's that's crazy. You want to talk about what the story of that game?
The pouty face. What's with the pouty?
Okay. But that's I don't mind. That's the hater mentality. I understand. But hold on. I'm gonna defend you now, right? I'm gonna defend you. I'm gonna defend right behind you. I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna say, but it was earned by Dak. That was earned by the Cowboys. That's why so many people have that attitude. I understand it because they earned it. Because when you're out here and the hopes and dreams of a lot of people, because they have a huge fan base. A lot of people, they support this team. A lot of people die by this team. Mm-hmm. And every year they're talked about as this is our year. And then they don't deliver year after year after year after year. You earn that. You earn that heat.
This is what, like 95?
Yeah.
When was their last championship? I think
they had that from Tony Romo's days.
Yeah.
They had, it's not a Dak problem. It's a Cowboy problem. Unless they're winning and they're winning the big games, they're going to get attacked. The last time they were not attacked is when Troy Aikman was there and Emmitt Smith was there because they were a winning squad.
And Michael Irvin.
Yeah, it was that team. Since then, and growing up in New York, I watched that with the Yankees. People hate the Yankees. So they hate the Yankees. And fortunately for me, growing up, I grew up through the 90s and stuff. So I dealt with the Bernie Williams and you had like Andy Pettit, and you had all that great Yankee team that won all those championships. So you couldn't hate on them because they were winning. But let them not win one season. They attack them. The Yankees are trash. And that's what the Cowboys have been dealing with since the 90s, man. So I get it. I understand it.
I got to watch a little bit of the game, but I have a question.
Go ahead.
How did they let Sam Howell attempt to throw 44 times? Like, what happened to their run game? I thought Robinson would at least push the pack a little bit, get at least 70 yards, something like that.
So early.
Not when you're going against Michael Parsons, bro. Like he's coming off that edge. He's coming every time.
Great, yeah, no, he had like 2 sacks.
Certain teams that the Washington played, they run the ball a lot, but Sam Howell is a throwing quarterback. He's number one in passing yards.
Yeah,
he's
for
number
a reason.
One in passing yards for a reason.
This guy's leading.
He's throwing the ball. He has no problem to let it go. He might be sacked 1,000 times, but he's gonna let it go every time. Like he's a throwing. This is a throwing team. This is not a running team at all. If you want to look at, if you really want to be honest, and this is someone who has Brian Robinson on his fantasy team, right? They're not a running team.
They need to be.
They need to be, but they're not. They rather have Sam Howell ice his arm after every game before and after every game instead of running the ball, and that's his problem. That's why they don't win.
They are going to get a running back. They're going to get a running back in the draft, guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. Like their run game is inconsistent, and they have Brian Robinson, and they got Gibson back there too. They have two. They got 2 solid that'll give you 3-4 yards, but they don't want that. They got Scary Terry on the outside. You got Curtis Samuel on the outside. Juwan Dotson on the other side.
But how many times have you heard Scary Terry this season?
And that's the problem.
I think he had only one good game, one big game. Right.
That's the problem. They watching him. I'm telling you, they watching him every time he moves.
Yeah.
He already gave up 2 quality players. But hey, I'm gonna go back to Mo on this question. Mo, because I know you are the #1 critic of Dakota. I'm gonna go back to you. I'm gonna go back to you about this question.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to try to answer it honestly. Set your hater stuff to the side for a second.
No, I always answer honestly.
And give me an honest answer based off of knowledge, not how you feel.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
With this win on Sunday, I'm sorry, rather Thursday, where he looked this good, albeit against the Commanders. This is what he has left. I'm going to read off these games to you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Next week, he has Seattle on Sunday Night Football, 8 o'clock. Then he has the Eagles again. That one is 12:10. I think that might be Monday night. But either way, these are national games. These are like everybody's watching him. No other game, nobody else playing. I'm getting to a point on that. All right. Then he plays the Bills. That's a regular 4 o'clock game. The Dolphins, 4 o'clock game. The Lions, another 8 o'clock game, primetime game. And to be determined is the last game of the year against the Commanders. So let's say out of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games, he's got 3 of them on prime time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I want you to play devil's advocate and let's say he looks great. Don't say about him falling apart. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about if Dak looks great in those 3 games that are especially the ones on prime time, could we be looking at the MVP?
No.
Why not?
Because CJ Stroud didn't die.
No, but they wouldn't give MVP to a rookie. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Okay,
offensive rookie of the year. I agree.
Although I believe that he has earned.
He deserves to be in the conversation.
I don't think they'll give it to him. I agree with Justin.
Offensive rookie of the year, agreed. But MVP of the league,
who's number 2 then?
He already won that award.
Who's number 2 in the ranking? Is it Dak?
For MVP? I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I just looked this up. So Jim Brown is the only rookie to ever win the MVP. So for CJ Stroud and Jim Brown, we know the scenario. With Jim Brown
this is crazy. This is crazy what I just see.
So for CJ Stroud to win that, it would have to be my boy's gonna have to have 4,500 to 5,000 yards.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be so much past everybody.
36 to 40 something touchdowns with limit these interceptions. I'm only going to give you 3 more because right now you're at 5, so at 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right,
for him to win the MVP.
As of right now, Dak Prescott is ranked number 6 in the MVP race.
Didn't know.
Number 6, and I wouldn't even put him that low.
I want you to garner the future games. Forget about right now. I'm talking about if 3 of his next 5 games are prime time games. That means the whole nation is watching him.
Yeah.
And he goes out and plays the way he played on Thursday. Now that's saying a lot because that means
saying only if he goes out and plays like that.
Only. That's what I said. Only. I'm not talking about him coming out and being trash. I'm talking about him coming out playing the way he played on Thursday against the Seahawks.
I still don't think he win it, but I think he gets in the conversation. I still don't think he wins
it. Against the Seahawks, against the Eagles, and against the Lions.
The only one that's going to matter, the only 2 that's going to, well, you said the Lions, you said the Bills, and you said the Eagles, right?
Yeah, no. The Seahawks, the Eagles, and the Lions are the prime time. He has the Bills. There's one of the teams he has, but that's a 4 o'clock game. That's a regular
game. He would have to beat, because the Seahawks.
He would have to beat the Eagles.
Beat the Eagles to even talk about it.
Even I agree with you on that one. But
because he can have that game, and then Jalen Hurts could just win the game, and it's over.
Justin, I have a question for you. That rankings you looked at, who was number 1 on that list?
Jalen Hurts.
I just saw the
Jalen Hurts
same
is
thing,
number 1 right now.
and I was like, "How is that possible?"
Yeah,
With the season he's
I would
had.
ask that
Yeah, that's
same
what I
question.
said.
He didn't start
You know,
having the year he had last year.
I just wanted to compare. Like I just looked one up myself. I just wanted to compare with you. So
Because
I was
you
like,
all
how is
know
that
who I
possible?
think would be the MVP based off of the quarterbacks this year. I already said it, which would be Lamar. I think Lamar's doing a wonderful job. I know how you feel about that.
He's ranked number 3.
3.
How?
Yeah.
How?
Mahomes.
He's ranked number 3 behind Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
And let's
And Mahomes lost
let's
on,
be honest. Let's
last
be
week.
honest. Dak ain't winning over Lamar now.
No, not right now. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't I could put him over. I'm just saying
Yeah.
if he goes out for the rest of the season playing the way he's playing right now, could he possibly snatch it away from them?
No.
He would have to go out there, continue to play with these big numbers. No. For Dak to do this, he would have to continue to play with big numbers. I'm talking about he's going to
win
3 touchdowns.
Forget the numbers.
Forget the numbers with at least 285 each game. At least.
Yeah, I'm giving you 300, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
But he has to win.
No, I won't say no interceptions. Yeah, he does have to win.
I'm giving you all of those numbers.
But he can have a couple INTs because if you're slinging the rock that much, you're gonna have a couple INTs here and there.
I mean, it's only fair.
He would have to put up numbers like that and for the rest of the season against the bad teams and against the good teams. Even if like he was to lose, you say he got to play Philly again, and let's say he loses to Buffalo,
and he needs to beat Philly. That's the main one.
For MVP, as long as
you gotta split the division, bro.
I don't think he loses.
Not for MVP because you got to remember when they faced each other, Dak outplayed Hurts. Point blank.
But he didn't win. He didn't win. That's not the point. You gotta win.
He didn't win, but the numbers is what I'm talking about. It's gonna go.
The only MVP I've ever seen wins. The only MVP in my time that I've seen win back-to-back MVPs was Aaron Rodgers, and he didn't even have the best record in the league. He went like I think 14-2, right? But he wasn't the best record in the league. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real that he needs to win, and especially someone who's as highly as criticized as Dak Prescott. He needs to literally win the rest of the year.
He has to go past. He has to do more than what everybody else.
He needs to win, bro.
Let's not forget that. I think to an extent the media is tired of the Prescott,
and that's another one.
So if he goes in there and does mediocre, does okay, does average, if it ain't above average, they're not giving him.
They're gonna criticize me, and he's been dealing with it. Like we spoke about it on Thanksgiving. He's been criticized his whole career since he took over. It's not going to change. He's so used to it. It's not even worried about. He's ignoring the media at this point. He's not even worried about what the media say. It gets to a point where he needs to win every game and have the stats that y'all saying for him to even win. They're talking about Brock Purdy is ranked over him.
Yes,
in the MVP conversation.
That boy be putting up 285.
And guess what? And guess who's right? And guess who's right behind Dak Prescott is CJ Stroud. So if he's right behind Dak Prescott, that's basically, you know what I'm saying? It's too close to even compare. He needs to continue. He needs to continue to play the way he's playing and win every single. He needs to beat Philly because he already outperformed Jalen Hurts before. We're not going to, but he lost. We're not going to talk about that game. He needs to outperform him again and win to even be in the conversation now because that's what it needs to be at. Because right now, he's so criticized. Where if he just has these mediocre games and still wins, then never consider him an MVP conversation.
I find it hysterical that you brought up Brock Purdy because that's the next game, and we're going to talk about that. San Francisco against Seattle. Now, don't get me wrong. Game was not even close. All right, San Francisco did what San Francisco does. They made when they're healthy, they've been making everybody look bad. Seattle, I don't think is that bad of a team, but they did make them look bad. Same way they did to the Cowboys. They did the same thing to the Cowboys. When they were healthy, they made them look bad. Okay. So they did it to Seattle. Brock Purdy, you just said he's number 5 on that MVP list?
Number 4.
Number four on that list.
Let's see.
And just
my list is different, the one I got.
And just 3 games ago, they were talking about he's been exposed. Time to get rid of him. That's the media. the media doing what the media doing when they were in the middle of their 3-game losing streak.
You can't. The guy was still putting up numbers during that losing
I know,
streak.
but it doesn't matter, Corey. That's what I'm saying. The media was already throwing him in the garbage.
Yeah,
because he didn't win. You gotta win,
win
bro.
a game.
Numbers matter. Numbers don't matter.
The team didn't win. He played fine. Let's throw him in the garbage.
Jalen Hurts has thrown 20 interceptions this season. He's number one in the MVP race. Why? Because he's 8-1. He wins.
Why y'all acting like it's a shock? Sam Howell is leading the league in passing yards, and y'all are having this argument.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but look at where his touchdowns
at the end of
it
don't matter about touchdowns. It don't matter about touchdowns.
It don't matter.
Where is Sam Howell on that list?
He's not on the list. He's not on the list. He's not on the list.
Thank you for bringing that fact up because that
you
matters.
need to win. You need to win.
You got the guy who throws for more yardage than anybody else, and we're not even talking. You're not even on the list.
Josh Allen has probably the most interceptions out of all. I think he does lead the league in interceptions.
I'll take it. Look, man.
They're not saying, he's gonna win MVP.
He's on the list.
He's not on the list either. He's not on the list either.
He's on my list.
Josh Allen better not be on the list.
He's on the list I said. But
he's probably on the bottom list. I got the first 20, 10.
CMC, he had a great game that game. 119, 19 carries, 114 in yards and 2 touchdowns off rushing alone. Purdy dispersed the ball. The defense had 6 sacks, 12 QB hurries, and guess what? Nick Bosa had 2 sacks out of the 6. Why? Because they can't really double team him anymore. Geno looked horrible.
Let me ask you a question about this game, though. Was this a product of San Francisco playing great D, or is this a situation of Seattle playing bad offense?
No, this is great defense from Seattle. You're not going to respect Seattle like that. No, we're not going to do that.
No, he's saying great D on San Francisco.
Yeah, this is great defense. Seattle's offense is good. This is a good offense. We just had a rough patch against fucking San Fran, okay? This was a great defense they went up against. Fred Warner is a prime. Nick Bosa is a prime. Chase Young is a prime. I keep going.
I'm sorry.
Denzel Ward is a prime. These guys are prime, bro, okay?
I'm sorry. They got the best secondary in the league. I'm sorry. I forgot about Seattle secondary.
Listen, bro.
I'm sorry. CMC ran the ball all over them. If you can't stop the run and they're gashing you, that's going to open the pass.
Our front four is not that good, okay?
Well, now they know where they need
to our top 4, you know what I'm saying? Our top 4 up there, you ain't throwing the ball up there. You got to run the ball down our throat. That's when you gonna win this game. But this was a great defense. This is a great defense from San Fran. I watched the game. I saw the game. I turned the game off at halftime. But you know what I'm saying? This is the point. This is the point I'm making. This was great defense on their part. Geno was flustered, scared, etc. I'm not about to get into him because you're gonna be rant for like the rest of the podcast. We're gonna move on, bro. We're gonna move on from this. We'll move on.
I had my rant last week about the Jets, so I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
We're gonna let her. I'm not
going to. I got a question for Mo. Do you think this man, when he see Nick Bosa or Chase Young coming at him, he say, "Oh my God," or Fred Warner? You think he say, "Oh my God"? If he see Fred Warner coming down
I don't think he had a chance to even see it coming, bro. Like, he just kept getting hit, bro. Like, I said it a couple weeks back, and I'm gonna say it again. The Seattle needs to draft an offensive line, right? Kenneth Walker in play. You know what I'm saying? So Seattle needs to draft the offensive line. Seattle needs to draft a front 4 for that defensive line because this is getting ridiculous. Because teams are just coming in, running up, getting to the second level, and then you gain 6 yards off of one run. This is getting ridiculous at this point. So that front, even though you went and got that player from the Giants, his name is slipping off the top of my head.
Leonard Williams.
Yeah, you went to go get him, but one man can't control the band. So we need to go get some more players on this side. Seattle just needs to work on this front 4 and that offensive line. We need big guys, bro. Stop drafting these secondary guys. We got enough of them. Draft the big guys, bro.
Gotcha. Hey, let's get into because you mentioned the Jets, okay, and let's get into that game because there's not much to really talk about this game other than
they finally scored a touchdown.
Let's have. You know what? They had. Okay, you're looking for the little things, but you know what? Hold on. Let's have a moment of silence for the Jets season, okay? Because it's not fair to attack the Bengals without coming at the Jets too.
I'm looking for like an Aaron Rodgers on the ground pick. Wow, that's all they get.
That's all they get.
No, it's a good ratings. It's a good ratings.
Not fair. Kirk Cousins got the beat down. Joe Burrow got the Joe Burrow.
You should have made a longer presentation because I saw what you did.
I agree with you.
You gonna give that crap.
Wait. But the Jets were holding on to the
holding on.
Here we go.
First quarter.
You know what's so funny? It was the first quarter. Minnesota loses Kirk Cousins, and you do a whole presentation for Kirk Cousins, but yet they're still in the hunt.
But who am I doing it
for? You did a whole presentation, and I mean, it was a bad.
All right, I promise you, I will give you a whole beautiful thing on Wednesday. I don't have anything prepared, but I will give it to you Wednesday about the Jets because they are trash. They're terrible.
That was crazy.
If they win another game this season, I'll be surprised.
There better be.
I said it 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna say it again. I need you to go back and pull up that playoff machine, and I need you to redo that playoff machine.
Okay,
that's what I need you to do. That's what I need you to do. I told you 2 weeks ago you was out of your mind, bro. I'm gonna tell you now.
That's at number 6. I'll never forget that.
I need you to go back and do that playoff machine.
I will do that for you. In fact, I was working on something else for y'all, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. And hold on, let me get this off so that you can see ugly Justin. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to finish it, but this is what we are working on for you gentlemen.
Baltimore,
letting you guys see the brackets.
He said, "Baltimore, yo, bro, get out of here, bro."
Hey, bro, take your YouTube theories off of this podcast. All right.
Oh, you heard it?
What color this is?
You heard his theory? He was spreading that out there.
I don't care how.
There's a few people. But there's a few people who have.
Let's put them on. Let's put the audience on.
This is that whole script.
Was spreading out rumors that.
No, don't let it come from you. Don't let it come from you. Let him explain it so he could be the fall guy.
Come on, Kory. Tell us
for a few last couple of Super Bowls, there's a theory out there that the colors match the teams that are going to participate in the Super Bowl. As a lot of you know from the Arian Foster skit on a podcast where he was saying that the NFL is rigged and so forth. You know how they come out with this whole script thing. So supposedly with these colors, it should be Baltimore and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. That's the theory. As if you look at the last two, they do match up. So
the last one there was some green and there was some
red for KC and the Eagles, and then the one before that,
Eagles and
KC.
Now, obviously, they do these logos way before the season even starts.
Yeah, so, but there's the Arian Foster, the script.
They rigged it.
No, Arian Foster said that the NFL is rigged. And then so people have come out and looked at the logos and were like, oh, man, they match the team colors. So that's why they say this year should be Baltimore and the 49ers, which I think we had already in 2012, 2013, something like that, when we won the championship.
That theory is trash.
What if it happens, though? No, seriously. A real question, just real question. What if it happens? What if? Then what?
Then you know what I'm doing? I'm going to go to FanDuel, and next year when they announce the logo, I'm going to pick the two teams, and I'm going to have the full season, and I'm putting money on it. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to stop doing it. I'm going to be a full-time podcast.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be.
Oh, let's see what happens.
But which purple you even know?
Yeah,
that's why that theory is so stupid.
There ain't no way Minnesota making it in. Come on, dog.
Why not? Minnesota's there.
How you know that? Weren't the Giants in the wild card when they came and won the Super Bowl against your boy Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Right now, Minnesota
Tom Brady
is in the playoffs.
No,
right?
I'm just saying
in the playoffs. Look,
They're a wild card team,
But
right?
A wild card team can make it to the Super Bowl.
But I think the scenario right now is more for Baltimore and San Francisco. The way the two teams have played,
Bro, just take the L, bro. Just take the
No,
L, bro, and just leave it alone.
I'm saying the Giants at that point weren't a bad team. They were actually a good team, but they just played other really good teams.
I just brought up the schedule
when they walked
Minnesota.
in.
They got the Bears this week, the Raiders, the Bengals. They play the Lions, Green Bay, and the Lions. Based off of that, shit, they could end up with a 10-win season. 11.
So you telling me my boy Dobbs is gonna do it?
Oh my!
Nah, don't flip the script. Yeah, you just said Minnesota not doing
it. He's saying they gonna win. I'm saying my boy Dobbs gonna do it.
You just said there's no way. You just said there's no way Minnesota make it. That's gonna be like my boy Dobbs.
So you're saying. I didn't say me. I said you're saying my boy Dobbs gonna do it. That's what I said.
You just want to wear purple all the time.
Oh, you caught
bro. You do kind of look like Dobbs, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Wow.
Shave them eyebrows, baby. Shave them eyebrows.
Yeah, shave the eyebrows to be.
Let's move forward.
Now you want to move forward, huh? Now you want to move forward.
All right, but real quick, let's get back to this Miami game real quick, just to finish this off. Miami won the game. It was no surprise. Buffalo, they won last week. They played this week. Do they have a shot of catching Miami? Gentlemen, think about it.
Buffalo catching.
Ooh, Buffalo?
Take a look at their schedule.
You know what? I don't have to think about that. I don't.
Because let's face it, the reason why I bring that up is because, let me bring it up here this way. The reason I bring that up is because right now the Bills are outside looking in. They would need for either the Steelers, the Texans, or the Browns to fall. I don't see it personally.
No, they're not catching Miami. But can we talk about something? Can we talk about
Miami
something?
goes on a 4-game tough game at the end of the season. If Miami's schedule, Miami's last 4 games got to be the toughest games they played in the year.
And
the last 4 games from
winning teams
from a week because next week they have the Commanders. They're gonna smash the Commanders. Then they have the Titans. They're gonna smash the Titans. But then you get into tough teams with Miami. So Miami has the Jets again.
They just wrecked the Jets.
But that's because the Jets got no quarterback. It's not because of the defensive
side. They're not have a quarterback then either.
Yeah, I know, but this is what I'm talking about. You know how we say divisional games and everything like that. No, I'm just. It's a divisional game. Let's just keep an eye open, right? Then you have Dallas.
Keep it open mind. Okay.
Keep it open mind. This is that we have this divisional games. The reason why I'm bringing it up is divisional game, and you never know with this quarterback. They may figure something out. Remember, it's his first week touching the ball. Let him ease in, bro. So now, 15, you have the Jets. You have 16 with Dallas. Then you go to Baltimore, and then you play Buffalo. So that's 4 games that I say is tough. Now,
okay, I'm going to count to you, sir. I'm going to count to you with the same 4 games for Buffalo. Number 1, playing the Eagles this week on Sunday. Next week, playing the Chiefs.
Bye week.
Okay, the week after that, playing the Cowboys. You heard me? 3 weeks in a row. Those are the 3 teams they got to play: the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys, which could very easily be 3 losses straight up in a row. Okay. Then they play the Chargers, which is going to be a very difficult game for them because I think they're on the same level, both teams. The Patriots, which is a divisional game, and then they play the Dolphins. So when you sit there, they got 5 ridiculous games, and 2 games are teams that are just as easy as them. So I wouldn't say that the Dolphins have a harder schedule than the Bills. I think they're about on par.
They're about even, in my opinion.
I would lean towards saying that the Bills have a harder schedule going forward.
The one thing about that Chargers game you just mentioned, that Chargers defense is 31st in the league.
Yes,
that Buffalo defense is still way
which means he'll only throw 2 interceptions instead of 3 or 4.
Yo, how many interceptions you threw?
Mo, that was a good one. I couldn't get a little giggle.
Because what happened last time? Last time y'all talked about the Jets when he played the Jets and he threw 36 on them. So we're just gonna sit here. We're not gonna sit here and deny him now. He ain't throw no picks that game. So
Hey, can we have
I want a moment of silence.
Can we have a conversation though about Sauce Gardner?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Can he defend without holding?
Yeah,
He can.
Who's he done it
Why?
to?
he just defended.
He
just had the knockdown. And when I watched that Jet game, the first TD that
the one
Tua
that
came down,
Tyreek
he threw a fade, yeah, but South Gardner punched that out from over top.
Hey, if
He
you
didn't
ain't
hold
gonna
him
do it,
there. That's a one-on-one. That's a one-on-one. And you know, holding it get away because if the receiver's being physical, he has all right to be physical as well. I'm just saying, if you're gonna be physical with me, I'm getting physical back.
Tyreek was not getting physical on that route. Tyreek just blew past him. And
everybody hold Tyreek. Everybody hold Tyreek. I know it's not even fair.
Stop, please. Oh, I got him. Boom.
He came over top and punched it out. Remember, Sauce Gardner is also 7 feet tall, and Tyreek's only 5'2". So that's the problem there.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a problem there.
No, but
to be honest, I listened to Marlon Humphreys. He has a podcast, and they asked him who are the hardest people to guard in the NFL. I think number 4 or 5 on his list was Tyreek Hill. But the reason why Tyreek Hill was so low, and this may have helped Sauce Gardner, was Marlon Humphrey said, by the time Tyreek makes his first move, his first cut, I'm trying to catch up. And then he makes his second cut in the route, and I'm still trying to catch up from the first cut. So that's why sometimes you can reach Tyreek before the ball is there. So maybe that's what helps Sauce Gardner.
I mean, it's depending on the corner, bro, because I've seen him burn a bunch of people.
Well, that's on the street.
Bro, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but that's on the street. But when he does, because Tyreek does do a really good double move. He has a really good double move. But if Marlon Humphrey's saying is correct, that you're trying to catch up from the first double move and the first move, and then he already did the next move before you even caught up to him for the first one, you have a better chance at getting a better angle at him.
Well, all right. Okay. Well, gentlemen, let me get into Sunday's games. And let me start with a game that I think could very easily be game of the week. Jacksonville against Houston. I'm not starting with you, Mo. I'm going to come back to you, but I'm not starting with you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Jacksonville and Houston, this is a great game. This is a wonderful game. I think it's going to be a great game because Stroud is on fire. The team is right there. Again, let me bring this in. They're in there for – this has like a lot of wild card. This is a whole conversation for wild card and what's going on, because this is a playoff game that we're watching. Jacksonville's on top of their division, but if they lose this game, they'll be tied with Houston. So this is for this could be for the division.
This is definitely for the division.
It's an important one. All right, Kory. Tell me what you expect to see in this game.
Look at this kid, bro.
Fireworks. Listen, CJ Stroud is on fire right now. Over the last 3 or 4 games, he's averaging over 300 yards a game. I'm going to tell you the keys to success. Jacksonville, hold on, give me 1 second. I have some notes here. So, Houston's offense is 5th and their defense is 18th. And Jacksonville is 16th in offense and 20th in defense. But I don't believe that with the Jacksonville defense. I believe that Jacksonville defense is a lot better than what they're ranked. I'll give you that.
I think they turn it on when they need to turn it on.
But Jacksonville's giving up 254 in the air. CJ Stroud's averaging 300. If they want to win, CJ Stroud's going to have to use his cannon. And this Devin Singletary that's come out of nowhere
actually
to perform.
I heard that Pierce is back.
If I'm the coach, I'm sticking with Devin. Devin's been doing great.
I agree.
He's been doing great. Keep putting him in.
I agree with you there.
Step into the game in like maybe third down situation to be a power back because he is a bigger back. Let Stroud throw the ball. Let it. For Jacksonville now to win this game, Houston's giving up 241 in the air. Forget the run game. Forget it. Just forget it. Because Lawrence is better when he's throwing the ball, but he has no. He
That's
has
crazy.
And that weapon's name is Calvin Ridley. If he gives Calvin Ridley the ball, because we seen what happened when he didn't give Calvin Ridley the ball.
So what you're telling me is you think it should be a shootout?
Hell yeah. That's
you think they should just go ahead and shoot it out?
Shoot it out. Okay. Shoot it out.
Who you think gonna win?
Who the best chance of winning?
I think. Damn.
Just say it,
hate
bro.
to say this, Mo.
Say it.
I gotta go Texas because I think they're on.
When you was talking about him, I already knew you was gonna say it.
Me too.
The problem with that is I think Stroud's just got.
Come on, don't come out the box. You're in the box. Stay in the box. Stay there,
bro.
Stay there. Let me get
young, hungry guys.
Let me bring it around. Let me bring it around.
Stand on.
Let me quarterback this thing. This is what I do. Justin, with that said, who do you have, and how do they do it? Because that's
I got Jacksonville win this game.
He said he got the Texans, and he said that it's a shootout. So talk to me. What do you got, and how is it done?
I got Jacksonville win this game. I got Jacksonville catching 2 interceptions on CJ Stroud because they're the secondary who has the most interceptions in the league caught by. So, and I got Jacksonville running the ball, taking time off the clock. That's how you win this game.
Okay, I agree with the running of the ball. I don't know about the interceptions, even though they do the interceptions. I'm just saying you're going against a quarterback who doesn't do interceptions, except last week. That was the fluke. Okay, and I'm with you.
Carries on.
Now I want to get back to the resident Jacksonville fan. There's nobody more vested in this game than Mo. I think we can all agree on that. Nobody more vested. Mo, talk to me. What's going to happen on Sunday?
What's going to happen on Sunday is the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to beat the Houston Texans, and we're going to do it in great fashion. I heard Kory say something about 254. They give up 254 per game in the air. Well, guess what? That's usually in garbage time because usually we shutting everybody down. We shutting everything down. So I don't want to hear about 254, and I don't want to hear about it from CJ Stroud. When CJ Stroud and company played us the first time, they played us when we didn't have Zay Jones. When Zay Jones returned last week, what did we do? One, thank you. And that offense was moving. That offense was rolling. So I don't want to hear about what he could do because Houston, Texas defense is trash. BBL cheeks. So I don't want them big old booty cheeks. They wobble.
But
so I don't want to hear
Texas
about
defense has shown up over the last couple of games.
Yeah, but show up.
They
Sunday.
only caught 2 interceptions. They didn't show up nothing.
It ain't about catching interceptions. It's about holding your teams and scoring. When they played,
they're not gonna hold us.
They showed
they're not
up.
gonna hold us. They not.
And that was something we
ain't
discussed.
gonna let them hold us. Okay.
Hey,
all right.
I'm just saying the kid's hot right now. He's on a streak.
I could care less about the streak because what I noticed about the league, they figured out because he started off a lot of those games with no interceptions. That was a real good feat.
That was one game where I don't think he should have.
I let you speak, and now it's time for you to know your role and shut your mouth.
No, you can't steal my lies. You can't steal my lies, bro.
Hold on. Wait. I just muted Kory on you. Go ahead, bro. What you gotta do?
For him to know his role and to shut his mouth. Now, what do we always say on this podcast? All it takes is tape, right? Once they get tape,
all it takes is tape.
What happens? They got tape on CJ Stroud. They know how to trick him into throwing an interception. And I think we can get a few interceptions, just like Justin said. So I expect us to win, and I expect us to win big. They the only team that beat us in our division.
I just want to put it out there. The Texans defense ain't holding nobody to nothing.
No,
right? Even if you want to they don't hold nobody nothing because the Bengals threw 27 on them, the Cardinals threw 16 on them, and the 3 weeks ago the Buccaneers threw 37 on them. So the defense ain't holding nothing. They just outscoring people. That's
I
what they
said
do.
the last 2 games they've been playing better. That's what I've been saying. Because they
didn't drop 37 on them.
But we talked. No. Remember, that's when Stroud came back to his form and he performed, and we were like, if they could play defense, no. He had a couple of bad games, and I was like, where he wasn't throwing that 300-yard mark, and I was like, if they could ever play defense, this team would be a real deal.
They still don't play defense.
They've gotten better. Their defense has gotten better.
Listen, man.
Hey, you can't
Your
come with no whack.
second,
You can't come with no
the
whack defense
secondary
against
is
us when we got
not
Travis
there, bro.
Etienne, we got Calvin Ridley, we got all our weapons back. We got our
Are
weapons
you
back.
going to use Calvin Ridley?
Yes, because
Are you sure?
the three
Because
times
that's
hold on.
Are
hold
you
on, hold
going
on,
to
hold
use
on.
Calvin Ridley?
Hold on. The 3 times he had 100-yard games, Zay Jones was in the game every time. Zay Jones got hurt week 2. So now that he's back and he's rolling after he beat up his girlfriend, we are rolling, baby. Okay, all right.
He's
had
rolling
to get a
because
little
he beat her
aggression out,
up.
and now he didn't beat her up. He snatched her chain off. But back to the facts. We're gonna win the game. All right.
I just want to say Jacksonville finna win, and it's not gonna be a blowout, but Jacksonville's gonna win.
There's no blowout.
It's not
in this
gonna
game.
No, I
There's no
gotta
blowout
find
in this
out. Am I lone wolf on this?
No, well,
because Anthony agreed with you.
I'm actually on the sense of I can't call you a lone wolf, and I'll tell you why. I know I'm going to get a good game. I see benefits on both sides. Do I think Jacksonville has the advantage? Yes, I think Jacksonville has the advantage because I think that they are in full. The ball's in their court. It depends what they do. It's not what the Texans do. The Texans are going to do what they do week in and week out. If Jacksonville comes out and does the shootout that you're talking about, then it's advantage Texans. If Jacksonville does what they should do, which is what they've been doing all season, which is playing balanced ball, playing good defense, running the ball, throwing where necessary, then Trevor Lawrence goes ahead and wins this game. This is on them to what they decide to do. So with that, I'm not going to call. I'm going to be that Switzerland in the middle saying, I can't call it. So you're not lone wolfing on this one. But I'm not with you either.
So I'm lone wolf, basically.
I'm not with you, but I'm not lone wolfing you.
It's okay. I can take this because I know the Jacksonville Jaguars are a good team. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying that the way CJ Stroud's playing, he's got a good opportunity of beating him.
Yeah, but this is definitely the game that
it matters.
Sit down and watch a good game. Okay, order a sandwich from Firehouse Subs or something. All right, get yourself some something to munch on. Get a nice cold drink.
No weed.
No weed. No. We're getting drinks. We're getting, we're going to sit down. Okay. Kick your wife out the house for a little while. Give her a couple dollars. Let her go do some Christmas shopping for the kids. Sit down and watch this game because I think you're going to truly enjoy this game if you watch this one. And I think that's what the NFL is going to promise us. And I'm definitely going to be watching this one.
I bet you they're going to put Dameon Pierce right back in the starting role, and it's going to cost.
And that's going to be the shame. Now, to another good game. One that could have been great.
Man, get out of here.
Thing of what we got. I do want to talk about Pittsburgh Cincy. Okay. What this could have been. Okay. What this really could have been if Burrow was still around. Okay.
Could have been a beatdown.
Pittsburgh's going into Cincy. Pittsburgh wins games. We don't know how the hell they win them. They're like the magicians of the NFL. So I just wanted to quickly talk about this. Okay. Because they got a new offensive coordinator. So they're running a different offense. But they got the same.
They're gonna run the same one and call plays different.
Huh?
They're gonna run the same one and call plays different.
Well, I think that's what everybody's going to be tuning in to see. It's like you're going to have the same players, but now you have a different play calls.
Who the hell is
going to affect anything?
AJ McCarron, right?
Going to change, huh?
AJ McCarron is the Bengals backup, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Don't know.
Nah, it's some. It started with a B.
I think it's somebody else.
is borrowing or some
see
shit like that.
here. I'll find out for you guys right now.
Start with a
The
B. I know, just like
backup
J.
for the it's gonna be Jake Browning.
Yeah, I told you.
Jake Browning.
AJ McCarron is now his backup.
With that, what are we to expect on this game? Because
good nap.
Sounds about right.
That was the line of the week, bro, right there. A good nap. What time is that, Gabe? Because that's my nap time right there. Unfortunately, it's at the same time that Jacksonville's playing. So good thing is I won't have to watch it. Okay. But honestly, I see Pittsburgh winning this game. I don't know how they're going to win it because, like every other game that they win, I don't know how they win any of the games because they're just
defense.
Okay, but they don't have that great of a defense. It's an
bro. They're gonna run the ball. I said it last week, bro. Why are we still asking this question? They run the ball. They're gonna take the time off the clock. That's what they're gonna do. You can't beat them if you only touch 3 possessions. That's the only
loses. You know why? You know why I hope they lose? Just so that Mo's uncle can just eat his words talking all that trash that he talked last week after the game, bro.
His God, you know how they're gonna win. They're gonna run the ball.
About the Cowboys. So I hope they lose, man.
I mean, Cincy and the Steelers need this game to stay in the hunt. They both need this game.
Yeah, they both do.
Cincy needs it a little bit more than Pittsburgh.
Cincy's out.
Cincy don't need it.
Cincy gone, bro. Cincy gone, bro.
I'm saying if you're gonna try to make a push, if you're gonna try to get into the dance, they need this game
because they're 5-5 to be a first round exit. That's what you're saying.
Quarterback.
It's gonna be a first round exit. That's all it's gonna be. Unless Brownie comes out tomorrow and throws 5 touchdowns, I don't believe in him.
Well, look what Will Levis did his first game. You know what I'm saying?
And look where he is now.
I'm just saying his first game. We've got to remember that for some reason when these new quarterbacks step in, these first-year quarterbacks get a starting role. Sometimes you see them look really, really good, but it's just for that year.
Hold on, why do they really good, Kory?
Thank you. Figure it out. There's no film on. That's why I said. It's just for that first year.
Me on that.
I did this the first year, so I was in agreement with you before you even asked. So there's the potential there for this kid to put on a show for the rest of the season. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying there's a chance. You always have to give a chance.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say he don't got weapons. He do. He got weapons.
He's got weapons.
You gotta throw the ball. That offensive line is not the perfect space. That's the reason why Joe Burrow got hurt. No, I'm lying. That's not the reason why. But you know what I'm saying?
He got hurt on a non-contact.
I know. Listen, I just said
I don't want to hear a Baltimore fan talk about Joe Burrow getting hurt since you sick son of a bitches want to sit up there and say fuck Joe Burrow. All right.
Listen. Joe Burrow. Listen. That offensive line not gonna protect this kid. This kid will either release the ball early. 7-11 is gonna be hitting ditch routes, hitch routes, slants, flats, outs. Mixing a lot of work. Mixing gonna get a lot of work this week, bro. So if y'all, we're not at the topic yet, and I know nobody picked them, but Mixing gonna get a lot of work, bro. So
okay, granted. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get into this next game. Cleveland against Denver.
Okay. The best defense versus the worst defense.
This is a sleeper right here.
Has looked phenomenal.
This is a sleeper right here.
I agree with Justin.
This is a sleeper right here.
This might be the sleeper game. I agree with Justin as well. This might be a sleeper game of the week. Because, and what time is this game, gentlemen? This game is on at
like 4:00.
Good. This is a 4:00 game. Yeah, good. This might be the one to watch at 4. All right, because Cleveland, without a quarterback, without their regular running back, they've been winning games, man, and looking good doing it. And Denver, over the past few weeks, where's Denver right now? Let me see.
I said it. I said it last week when we talked about it.
Let's see what the standings are for Denver. Denver's
my favorite for that 8th spot. Like a 4 to 5, I think. I'll tell you right now.
Where are they right now? How many games in a row have they won? Denver is on a 4-game win streak. They look phenomenal. I even wrote it down here. I don't know why I was looking over there. Okay. But my question is to Kory. Kory, them coming in off a 4-game win streak, looking as well as they have. Can Russell Wilson and the magic that he has somehow found again, can he overcome Myles Garrett and the rest of the Browns defense?
You said the man's name, Myles Garrett. He cannot. Look, Buffalo, we know how they play. KC, Mahomes was sick. Minnesota, tight game. Okay. Green Bay is Green Bay. Whatever. You knew. So those last, 3-4 games, y'all are like, oh, they have 4 games. Yeah, they got a 4-game win streak. You played Green Bay, trash. You played a sick Patrick Mahomes. You played Josh Allen, who plays to your level every game. And then you played Minnesota in a really, really close game. So that's, to me, no.
Bro, I'm not trying to hear that right now, to be honest with you.
We've seen the Browns, and we've seen what they've done throughout the season. Without Watson playing, they still were able to win. They don't have Chubb. They're still able to win. You got a defense that can stop an offense. You have the number-ranked defense going against what? Where do they rank on offense? Let's see where the Broncos
are.
Here we
go with the rankings again, bro. Shit don't matter.
They're not too bad. Well, you're talking about MVP Myles Garrett. You're the one who mentioned MVP Myles Garrett, Justin.
No, so I said Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett. That's correct. I said that.
Yeah, but we did mention MVP Myles Garrett as well.
Yeah, I answered that. I just agree with y'all. I disagree with y'all. I didn't answer that. I said
Russell.
Listen,
I feel Cleveland's gonna win this game just somehow.
Let me hit you with some facts right now.
Go ahead.
Hit you with some facts right now, bro.
Go ahead.
The teams that you named just now, that the Denver's on a 4-game winning streak. 3 of those 4 teams are playoff teams right now.
What did I say?
No. I waited. I let you talk, bro. Let me talk, bro. All right. 3 out of the 4 teams you named are playoff teams. Green Bay, we just said, can potentially be a playoff team if they continue the streak. So that's 4 playoff teams. You said Mahomes is sick. I don't care if he had a UV in his ass the night before. It don't matter, bro. He is still Patrick Mahomes, bro. They just outplayed him. Justin Simmons has been coming to work. The same way you praise Jesse Bates, I'm about to praise Justin Simmons, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's been going to work, bro.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson is this is the old Russell Wilson back when he was with the Hawks and he was evading all these defensive linemen, getting outside the pocket and getting rid of the ball. I don't care if Myles Garrett runs off 3-9. I don't care if he runs a 3-9. You can hit Russell Wilson every play and he will get up the next play and throw a 50-yarder just because you decided to take a break. Let me tell you right now, you sleep on this Denver team, they will beat Cleveland and they will beat them bad, my boy. So let's just sit here and say this Cleveland team has a mediocre offense who's been saved week in and week out by their defense. So we're not going to sit here and say that the Denver is about to get smashed and Myles Garrett is going to come in here and make a big show. Myles Garrett is a one-man army who does need breaks because he is so damn big.
Yeah.
So let's just say if you decide to take a break on that play, it will be a 50-yard gain, okay? So that is my little rant. I'm not going to continue going my little rant, but I'm not going to sit here and say Denver's about to get beat by Cleveland, who has a mediocre offense, who doesn't even know who they want to start at quarterback. Well, they made the wrong decision who they should have started. You got a backup running back went forward who's doing an amazing job, by the way. But the Denver defense has been coming to work week in and week out against playoff teams and been winning, bro. So I'm not trying to hear none of that, what you're saying right now. Until any given Sunday where Denver comes in Sunday and at home, at that point, nah, man. I'm not trying to hear what you're saying. I got Denver over Cleveland, man. Simple as that.
Okay.
I'm done now. I'm done.
All right, Justin. I see you standing on business. I can't
Cause,
say
bro,
shit.
like this, I don't like that. Like,
I can't say it. I
you
mean,
throw
every
numbers.
once in a
You
while,
throw
you
numbers.
gotta put it on the table. I'm glad I gave you enough for you to put it on the table.
Wow.
Listen, man, Denver, right? You want to continue to talk about numbers constantly, week in and week out, which I get it. The numbers don't lie, but rankings clearly are in favor and biased to other teams, bro. We just said the Jacksonville defense should not be ranked 20. And here we are talking about the Denver defense. Come on, man. Like, this is not what we're talking about. The only reason why Cleveland's number one right now is because of that man on the defensive line. And without him, they the worst team in the league, bro. So let's just say that. He needs a break. He's too damn big to be playing.
They have Denzel Ward. They have Grant Delpit. They got good secondary.
Who? Play that
can't
sound?
talk about them. You cannot talk about Denzel Ward and Grant Delpit like that.
Yeah, I'm just glad Justin put it out there. You know what? With that said, we're gonna move to the next game.
Denzel Ward, you mentioned him on the San Francisco defense earlier.
We done, bro. We done.
No. But you did say Denzel Ward.
Time, brother.
I'm just saying, you know who he is.
Coming in against the Los Angeles. Woo! Baltimore is stepping in against Los Angeles Chargers. Now, this is an important game, and not because they're playing the Chargers, because the Chargers are trash. I've been attacking them all year long. I'm going to stay trashing them until they just blow that team up, which I feel is close. Okay, overrated team. That said, reason I want to talk about them is because Baltimore finds themselves in a position. They are number one, but they just
number two.
As of right now, they have to win this game. They have to win this game, and I'll tell you why they have to win this game. I'm going to bring something in for y'all.
See the number two.
See if it worked. This is playoff standings right now, guys. Baltimore's got, but if they lose, the only reason why the Dolphins have the number one spot, they do have the number one spot, obviously, it's because Baltimore hasn't played yet.
Correct.
If Baltimore wins, they will take that number one spot back, and the Dolphins end up moving back over there. But with that said, the Dolphins have the bye and home field throughout if Baltimore loses. And that's why I want to talk about this game. And I don't want to go to Kory. Just like I didn't go to Moe for the Jacksonville game, Kory's going to have to be patient and wait. Moe, do the Chargers have a chance of beating Baltimore in this one? And I hope the answer is yes.
They didn't fire their coach. No.
No. Still haven't.
What a response. What a response.
That's because we're all waiting on it.
No. They didn't fire their coach. No.
So you really think that the Chargers, it's about a coaching situation more than a player situation?
Switch that coach, give Eric Bieniemy that team, they win. Give a solid coach that team, they win. You keep this team with Brandon Staley, and you're going to continue to be disappointed. They're going to continue to share a stadium.
Would you keep Eckler?
Would I keep Eckler? Eckler ain't the problem. So yeah, I'll keep Eckler. Eckler could do two things. He could be your Christian. He could be your Christian McCaffrey on your team. So yes, I keep
Alvin Kamara.
So it's,
yeah.
I'm not going to get rid of. I wouldn't clean house on offense like that because they safety valve got hurt early in the season, so they were going to always look different. But that ain't no excuse because you drafted one too. He just dropping open passes after he burned somebody. But you shouldn't be in that position. Your offense is too high powered to be in that position. And Brandon Staley cannot coach that offense. He cannot even just say, "Hey, that's a dumb play" in the headphones. So no, they don't have a chance. And the defense has been slipping. He's actually calling plays for the defense. He's a defensive coach. He's ass.
BBL butch.
BBL cheeks.
Nah, if this was a year ago, this would be a competition, bro. But the way the Chargers has played, they not being Baltimore, man. This is the way that they played so far. On paper, this should be a great game. But the way they played, bro, is so sad to watch. Because they've had good games and close games, but they lose. Or they get blown.
And you see Justin Herbert is absolute all in every single game just for his coach to fail him. This man can throw for 500 yards lost, 400 yards lost. How?
All right, so let me get this right then. I've been enduring a season with you guys where you're telling me week in and week out that the Chargers are this high-powered team and so good and this, that, and the third, and we need to start Eckler this week again and blah, 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 for them to just be trash.
Yeah.
So now that they finally playing Baltimore and I say, hey, they got a chance, and y'all both, nope, no chance. None.
Don't give us that because you was just high on the Jets, talk about the Jets got a chance, and now you calling the Jets trash. So you can't backpedal.
That's our trash.
You can't.
That's already shot themselves in the foot.
You can't be a hypocrite in this situation.
But the Jets shot themselves in the foot.
You can't be a hypocrite in this situation. No chance.
It's done. Even I'm gonna ding that one because the Jets are done. The Jets are done.
But I'm saying you can't go back and forth. And you can't get on us.
You know what it is.
You run with it, and he fumbled it.
I'll tell you what it is, bro. Is that this team got so many big names on it. Where if these names were to go anywhere else, they will be clearly one of the best players on the team. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Justin Herbert, Khalil Mack. Joey Bosa. I could keep going. You have a lot of names. Darwin James. You have a lot of names on this team that should be. They should be the Avengers of the league right now.
Okay,
they should be San Francisco.
They should be the San Francisco. Yes,
but they're not.
But they not. They not. They can't work together. They can't work together.
Absolute big nasty done in a basement BBL cheeks.
Listen, this is the Brooklyn Nets for when they went to go get all them players and it didn't work. That's what it is. You have a lot of big names on this team that people look at this team like, damn, that's a good team. But this team can't work together at all. You need to implode this team. You need to get rid of these pieces. You need to humble some of these guys because some of these guys, everybody wants to be a big name, big honcho in the locker room because I know that's what it is. It's a locker room issue.
Yeah, don't forget the ones that's on the offensive line. They got an offensive line that people wish for.
Listen, these is people with big egos. That's all it is. It's big egos on. This is big egos on one team that they can't work together. They need to humble some of these guys, get rid of them, make pay cuts, and let them know your role and stay in your lane. That's the reason why they can't win this game. Now, you look at the Baltimore side of the ball, you know who the big honchos is on that team. Odell Beckham not talking crazy on internet because he only gets 3 receptions in a game, and he just hit 100 yards the other day. Knows how Odell Beckham not talking. He's a big name, but he's been humbled. He's down here with the rest of us.
That's the Baltimore way, though.
But that's what he was humbled. This team, everybody thinks they're such big names and who they are, and I'm such a big name and I could do what I want. And that's the problem with this team. You can't win that way. There's no iron team, bro. This team is not a team. They need to implode this team, humble the players, figure out who your leaders are, put the C on their chest, and act like it, bro. There's a reason why you wear it. You got to act like you're a captain.
But there's a thing. The Baltimore way, I guess, or however you want to put it. Anybody who comes there, they know, hey, man, we're here to play football. So that's why you don't have these interruptions. You don't have these players doing some crazy stuff. The thing with when we had Earl Thomas, he did that crazy thing. Look what happened to him. We got rid of him. Baltimore does not play that crap. So when you come to Baltimore, you check your ego. That's point blank, period.
This is not a team issue. The team on paper looks amazing. This is a personal issue in the locker room within the players and a coaching issue because that's the only reason why I see why they losing. It's not Justin Herbert because Justin Herbert throws 400 yards every game.
Last question for all three of you, and we're going to keep it real simple here, okay? Real simple. If you think that we need to get rid of a couple players, who do you keep and who do you get rid of? Real quick, 1-1. Who do you keep? Who do you get rid of?
On the Chargers?
On the Chargers. We're talking the Chargers here. Who do you keep? Who do you get rid of? Kory, you first.
Offensively, Mike Williams. Defensively,
do you keep him or you get rid of him?
I would get rid of him. I mean,
crazy.
you had Keenan Allen had a way.
And who
The
you
tweet
keep?
Keenan
And
Allen had
who you
this
keep?
season.
Got to move it forward. And
Keep
who do you
going, keep going. That's crazy.
keeping?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep Derwin.
Who
Okay.
you getting rid of?
He already said.
I
he's
said
getting
I'd
rid of
get rid of Mike Williams.
Oh, get rid of
Oh.
and keep going. Okay, I see.
Who do you get rid of? Who do you keep?
Damn. I get rid of the rookie receiver, whatever Johnson. I get
That was
rid of
crazy.
him quickly, fast. Yeah. Hey, it's crazy, but it happened. And then I keep I keep Justin Herbert.
Well, you have no choice. He's got that 262. Ain't nobody gonna take it. So
Okay,
you're stuck
so
with Herbert.
all right,
Give
so
me somebody else.
then I keep Derwin. Yeah,
Okay.
because he don't deserve to be let go.
Justin, who do you keep? Who do you get rid of?
You get rid of Khalil Mack. Don't need him. They never need him. Get rid of Khalil Mack, and you keep Mike Williams. Keep Mike Williams, even though he's injury prone. You keep him, and you partner him up with Keenan Allen. So that's how you
I
operate.
mentioned Austin Eckler. Do you keep Austin Eckler?
You do, because he is a dual threat. You can't get rid of dual. That's so hard to find nowadays. Yeah. So he's a good dual threat.
Okay. All right. Let me move forward because I want to get to this final game. Buffalo against Philadelphia. Because the only reason why is because Philadelphia, by all rights, just steamroll them. They're playing in Philadelphia. Philadelphia's coming off a big victory in KC. They're the number one team in the league. They should steamroll. It should be easy. But they need it. At the end of the day, they need it. Okay, can't no one tell me any different. They lose this game, they're in a bad spot. They're in a hot water situation. So because they need it, and they know they need it, does it make it as clear cut that Philly wins this game? Kory.
Oh boy, Philly's gonna win this game. I mean, look, they just beat Patrick Mahomes. They found a way. That's what Philly's been doing all season. Justin says, no, sorry, not Justin. You've been saying good teams find a way to win, regardless. Yes. Hurts has been playing like trash. He is nowhere near what he was doing last season. Let's just be honest. But Philly is still finding a way to win. Because the defense isn't as good as they were last season. But they're still bending, but they're not breaking this season.
But they're young.
So
they're young.
Yeah, Philly's still gonna find a way to beat Buffalo, and Buffalo hasn't used Diggs in like the last 2 or 3 weeks to his full potential. So I think that's a problem. They need to rectify that. Allen, he's on this wave. I mean, yeah, they got rid of the OC. They got somebody else in there, but I don't think that's gonna fix the problem at all.
It's not.
Philly's going to win this game, period.
Okay. Mo.
Listen, I think that Philly's going to win this game. I think they got the monkey off their back. You can see it in their faces. You can see how they celebrated like it was the fucking Super Bowl, but it wasn't. That was a monkey on their back. They know how good they played in the Super Bowl and they lost. So I think now they play more free. Also, Josh Allen beat a nobody and was saying, I'm back. I hope
that. I agree.
I hope
because you deserve that ding for that one.
That's
you're not back.
True though. Like
you're not back, Josh Allen. You're not back.
Bro,
you're not back.
Listen.
Yeah, you're not.
I know they beat the Jets, bro, but they beat the. All right, I'm gonna check on. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, but they're not back. So I hope Philly saw that and said, "Back where?" And I hope they beat them back down so that you can say, "I'm back to losing." But I think that they're not gonna be able to. I mean, he'll try to force it to Diggs, but interception, and I'm out.
Justin, your turn.
Listen, bro. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Josh Allen didn't have the right to say he's back. Nah, I'm gonna tell you why. Right, the Jets defense, when he threw up 32 on the Jets defense, the Jets did not allow a receiver to score a touchdown since week 1. And the week 1 receiver was Stephon Diggs. All right. He threw 3 touchdowns against that Jets defense, who's been locked down tight defense all year long, bro. So this is not a sad defense. This is literally a top 5 ranked defense that he went up ahead and he made them look sorry as hell, even though the offense is sorry. The reason why we talk about the Jets the way they do is because of the offense. It's not because of the defense, and we all know that. This defense is top tier with a decent quarterback on this team, like Aaron Rodgers. When he comes back, the Jets is a playoff team, no question. But I'm not here to talk about the Jets. I'm here to talk about Josh Allen, right? I think Josh Allen is going to come out and make Philly believe that their defense is that Philly has a great defense. I don't think they're good as they think they are because the offense does outscore people and the offense is amazing. Now, so like I said before, there's a Pro Bowl offense on the Eagles side. So the Eagles may tend to pull this one out, but I'm not sleeping on Josh Allen, bro. I let Josh Allen go to work, let him work because this Philly offense is a Pro Bowl offense. I've said it. They're going to score. They're going to score. But Josh Allen needs to come out and score too, bro. Remember, Darius Slay just got put on skates 2 days ago.
Yeah, but
right? He got put on skates. That's you can sleep on. That's cool, bro. But I'm saying if he come out in this game, I'm gonna be back on this podcast. I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying all year long, bro.
Yeah.
That he's Mr. Overrated, but he's still in that conversation to be a great quarterback. We talking about the overtime loss to Patrick Mahomes a year ago. But the Eagles don't win if if Kansas City drops that ball. Just put that out there.
All right,
Kansas City don't drop that ball. Philly don't win that match.
A real quick question about this. Buffalo with Josh Allen. Okay. Beating the Jets last week and saying that he's back. And all this other stuff that we're talking. In reality, other than beating the Dolphins, has Josh Allen beaten anybody this year?
Off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
You don't have to think about it. No.
Yeah, the answer is no. He hasn't beaten anybody.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely nobody.
The team's in a lot of trouble. Seriously. Okay, this team's in a lot of trouble. The Eagles, don't get me wrong, I'm not an Eagle believer. That's not me being a Cowboy fan talking about that. I'm saying because just like we've spoken, like, you know how we talk about Pittsburgh and we say that they're winning, but we don't know how? You know, because there's nothing great about them. The Eagles, I'm right there with them. Their defense is not the same defense they had last season. The quarterback is not the same quarterback play that we've had last season. The running backs are not running the ball like they did last season. Yet, they're the number one team in the league. I don't know how they're the number one team in the league.
But that goes back to how you said before.
Put out at the right time.
That goes back to what you said before. What team needs this more? Y'all say it's Philly, but it's not Philly. Philly can lose this game and still be number one in the entire in the
Although
NFC.
Philly needs to be careful.
Yeah, they need to be careful, but Buffalo needs this game, and I've been saying it all year long.
You guys, the reason I say Philly needs to be careful is because the Cowboys are on their heels.
Yeah, back to the Cowboys. Knew it.
No, the Cowboys are on their heels, dude. It's a divisional rival, and they're on.
Justin's right. Justin's right.
Right.
Philly
momentum. I've been saying all year, momentum is a drug, bro.
Buffalo does need this game. They need this game.
Momentum is a hell of a drug. I've been saying it all year long, and I'm gonna continue to say it, bro.
Anthony's also right. Philly does need this game as well to stay on top of that division. I don't want to go back and be one game ahead of the Cowboys or whatever. I'd rather stay 2 or 3 games ahead of my division.
It won't even be one game, bro. If they
lose, it half a game?
They're half a game. They'll be at 9-2 if they lose. They're at 9-2, and Dallas is at 8-3. Oh yeah, so one.
No, we're looking division wise.
No, it'll be a full game ahead. It's a full game.
It's a full game. It'll be a full game.
It's a full game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it'll be a full game.
Game ahead.
Okay, and that's if they lose. Now, like I said, Philly has a tough road. Philly has a tougher schedule than Dallas does. So this is why this game is important. This is the game they need to win. This is the game. This is the Commanders' game for the Cowboys. Cowboys they were supposed to beat the Commanders. They weren't supposed to lose. Am I wrong? Did anybody see the Commanders beating the Cowboys in this past Thursday?
No.
Or why are we looking at Buffalo beating Philly? Philly's supposed to win this game. If Philly loses this game, that should be the biggest shock of the week. And we should be
It's more possible. It's more possible though. Because of Josh Allen. That makes it possible.
Yeah, they've got a good
for
offense.
Sam
They've got a
Howell's
good
the number one
defense.
yard guy. You said it is leading.
Yeah, number one. He's the number one yard guy, correct?
And got his
He
ass
doesn't have the
by the
wins
Cowboys.
behind him.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the wins. It's a
team.
1 year.
He doesn't
This
have
is
the
a first
team.
year quarterback. You can't compare the two because this is a first year quarterback in a first year system who is playing with the Washington Commanders, who is not a solid team at all. You compared to Josh Allen, who has led the league.
Passes for him to get on yards.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's not throwing the ball and running over there and catching this shit himself.
But that's 1 year though. This is only 1 year. Sam Howell has done this. Josh Allen has a history of doing this. That's why it's different. It's a different level to the shit, right? That's why I'm saying it's because you have Josh Allen who
how
has.
Is this any different? I'm wondering how is this any different? Okay, if the Eagles lose this game, we should be attacking. We should be on attack mode. It should be like, how the hell did this happen?
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't. No, they have won enough games to not be attacked. They just lost a game. That's it. They still gonna get the top. They still gonna go.
Let me ask you. No. Let me ask you something, Ant. Has Sam Howell been in MVP talks at all?
No.
No. Y'all missing his point. I get his point out what he's saying.
Josh Allen played better than Sam Howell?
But I'm saying, has Josh Allen?
Answer my question. Has Josh Allen played better than Sam Howell?
Has Josh Allen been in MVP talks before?
Josh Allen's played longer in this league.
Okay, that's the point.
Has Sam Howell outperformed Josh Allen this year?
I don't know. In yards, yeah, but you have to look at the rest.
In yards, yes. In yards, yes. TD to interception ratio, no.
But what I'm trying to say, what I'm saying is how hasn't had those moments. So this game, that it doesn't matter. This Josh Allen thing, it's different because you're talking about a Buffalo team. You're talking about Stephon Diggs. You're talking about a great defense. It don't matter. You're talking about a team that's built to win versus a team that has nothing with Washington. The Buffalo Bills are a team that's built to win. They have.
Is this team built to win?
Now, if Josh Allen would have played a lot better football, there'd be Buffalo Bills right now.
What running back with what defense?
They've had a great
are they built to win? They have one. They have one wide receiver.
They've got two.
One who is not even playing that well right now because he doesn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't.
They have one quarterback who is playing terrible ball. Okay, they have no running back. They have no defense. Not
the defense is ranked number 9.
Defense that they have played for multiple years. That
defense is ranked number 9, and they've had a lot of injuries on that defensive side this season.
Who? That is not
Buffalo.
Team that is
cornerback was off of them.
They can't even. They can't even
Von Miller's coming back.
Their own division. They're right there with New England.
New England is
that much worse than them.
No,
no.
You
won this on your own. You're talking about a team that is built to win. The Buffalo Bills right now are a team that at the start at every season. No. You're not listening. At the start of every season, they're slated. Oh, they are Super Bowl contenders. You don't hear the Commanders being Super Bowl contenders at the start of the season. You're hearing the Buffalo Bills every season. They have the pieces to win right now. But if they have to get it together to win.
I am a seller because my
it's
team
the same thing like the Chargers. The Chargers have the pieces to win right now, but they're just not putting it together. So that's what I'm saying. If you would have compared Josh Allen to the Chargers, it would be different. I'm saying if you compare, we're comparing him to Sam Howell, who has done nothing. He's new to the league. He has done nothing.
Brand new
Commanders are nobody.
The only thing he's done is
you need to compare him to somebody or a team like the Chargers who have the pieces. That would be a better comparison. But to Sam Howell, no. You lose this argument every time. All three of us are on another.
Why? Because you're
the Buffalo Bills
talking about stuff they've done on previous seasons, not for this season.
It don't matter. Herbert's still throwing the ball like a madman.
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about previous seasons. You're holding them up because of what they're doing on previous seasons. You're not talking about what they've done this particular season. They're trash this season. They've had one solid game, and where they beat the Dolphins. That's it.
But right now
Other
we
than that,
comparing
they haven't beat
Glade trash.
anybody.
But right now we're comparing Glade trash bags to hefty trash bags.
No, my point is that you sit there and you go, the Cowboys don't beat anybody. I'm telling you, the Bills don't beat anybody, and yet you're holding them to a higher regard.
But because the Cowboy, who did you name
No,
the Cowboys beat?
this whole thing started off of you saying that Philly needs this game more than the Bills. But
They
we
do.
say that the Bills need this game too. Because
do.
if they
I
need to
agree
stay
with
in the
that
hunt.
both statements.
But this is how you said it, and you said no, they don't. That Philly needs it more because of Dallas is right.
No,
on their
I agree.
heel.
Both teams need it badly.
So then it went into you talking about Sam Howell and Josh Allen being
no, that's
in
not
the
what I
same
said.
boat.
I said that if Philly loses this game, that you should be attacking them and going at them the same way you would as if the Cowboys lost to Washington on Thursday. That's what I said. And the fact that you're not willing to do that and even commit to that is a problem. Don't give them a pass. That's all I'm saying. They should dominate this game. They are 9-1. They have the best record in the NFL. They should come in. They're playing at home against Buffalo. They should smash them. It shouldn't even be close. It should be dominant. And if they don't dominate this game, then we should be looking at the game going, what the hell happened? I said it. I'm standing on business today.
There you go. There we go.
You want it? I just gave it to you.
Yeah.
Because that's what should happen. You got a 6-5 team who is number 2 in their division outside of the playoffs coming in with an overrated quarterback, with a team that is imploding, that fired their offensive coordinator, okay, coming into the number 1 team in the NFL, 9-1, at home, with a healthy team. There's no way that Jalen Hurts shouldn't throw for 350. I don't want to hear it. I don't hear it.
Yeah.
And the fact that he might do 180 with 2 interceptions, all right, and their running backs go for 50 yards, and then they still win the game, and we're going to be quiet about that. We ain't going to say nothing about that. That's facts. That's facts.
We talking shit today.
Yes! We talking our shit today.
Keep the math where it's even. Okay? Add up the same numbers. 2 + 2 = 4 today. It's not going to be equal to 10.
Whoa!
Well, the problem is the team that they have compared to the Commanders team. That's what we're talking about here. The Buffalo team. Let's go on paper. I'm not going back on paper. I'm saying their team is a good team. And the Buffalo team is built to be able to win some of these games. That's what I'm saying. They have the pieces to win some of these big games. The Buffalo team. When the Buffalo team is clicking, they can beat anybody in the NFL.
They clicked one time when they played the Dolphins.
They've still got 6 wins. So if they came in clicking, they can beat Philly. But I'm not saying they're going to come in clicking because the way it's been. But if they click, they can beat any
Philly.
team.
I want y'all to be talking about Philly. You hear me? I'm talking to everybody out there. If anybody sits there and go, oh, well, they played a tough Buffalo team, I'm going to call you out because that's some bullshit.
Ooh, he talking his shit. Yes! Whoa! We got Ant today, baby.
Okay? We're going to move on to one of my favorite parts of this thing. We're going to talk about our sit starts. By the way, I didn't get the sit start from Mo, so Mo's just going to have to chime in. He didn't get back to me with who he wanted to start.
He's a habitual non-sit starter.
Hey man, he was busy, man. We ain't gonna go with that. Okay, but I want to get into Kory. Kory, talk to me about your sit start.
Javonte Williams, Myles Garrett is going to be grabbing him with one pinky finger and throwing him to the ground all game long. He hasn't produced all season. He really has. It's been a shame.
Well, I can't even fault you on that.
Starting, this kid has potential to have a big game against this Broncos defense. They're giving up like 160 some yards on the ground, I think. Jerome Ford's looked great. As a fill-in for Nick Chubb, he hasn't done Nick Chubb numbers. Don't get me wrong, Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb, but filled in pretty nice. He can get you 100, 125 yards and a touchdown here and there to start him.
No, we're going to linger on that for a second. Quietly kept. Ford, I'm not saying he should win any awards, but I tell you what, if there was an award, the come out of nowhere award, he got to win it. Because what he's done, not for nothing, holding it down for his team, coming out of nowhere, when Chubb went down, he deserves some kudos, man. He deserves some kudos. Okay, that's it. Hey, Justin, we're going to get to your picks. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, man. All right, man. You sit Devontae Adams this week, man. He's playing against KC. We seen what KC just did to AJ Brown the week previously, held that man to 1 reception for 8 yards. Woo! So we're gonna do the same thing to that man Devontae Adams, bro. We're gonna sit him down because the way they sat AJ Brown down, I don't expect Devontae Adams to have no kind of reception this kind of game, man. So yeah, man, you sit Devontae Adams this week. All right, man. You start Derrick Henry this week, man. The reason why I say it, even though he's splitting carries on the backfield for Tennessee, they're going against the Panthers, bro. Panthers are ranked number 31 against all running backs this year, which means they are ranked second to last. Which means you start that man and let him eat, bro. You let him eat. You let him carry the ball. Well, let us when you have to throw the ball not one time in this game because they're just gonna rotate the running backs out and run the ball game. So that's how I'm feeling. You start Derrick Henry this week.
I'm going to co-sign with him.
Rotate their running backs out. He's not going to throw the ball not once. Okay.
You don't need to throw the ball this week.
Let me co-sign with Justin on this, and let me appeal to the Tennessee management. Can we stop playing games like you ain't got King Henry on your team? Okay. Can we actually play this man? Can we give him the ball? Stop playing games.
If he start running into people, if the box is stacked, start running into the box. Hit one move and hit outside. That's his fault.
I know, but you got to give him the ball, though. They're not giving him the ball. That's going to lead me straight up. You know what? I'm glad you said that.
He's an AFC South guy.
I'm going to go right into my picks. Who do you sit? Who I sit?
Bijan
Robinson.
Yeah,
Why do I sit him?
I sit him too.
Because they won't give him the ball.
They won't give him the ball. The dude's a stud. The dude's a monster. The dude is a monster.
Proved it, and they will stop giving him the ball.
He's going to give you 6 yards. He's going to give you 8 yards. You don't want to give him the ball. You don't give him the ball. Guess what?
Take my whole fantasy. I'm on a 6-game losing streak.
All right, but it's this dude. And who do I start? I tell you who I start. I start Kyler Murray, and I tell you why.
I got him, bro. I was gonna ask you too.
I tell you why I say start Kyler Murray, because he ain't got nothing to lose. Team's so out of the playoffs. It's not even.
He ain't got a lineup,
bro. He's so out of bro. Seriously, like for real, like really. We need to do something with his hair. But he got nothing to lose. So guess what? He came in last week and damn near won last week.
Is he going to be wearing the bra again?
Okay. All right. But this week going to be the same thing, man. He going to those dudes who now that he's back, his team's so far out of it, they spoilers. That's what they are now. They spoilers. So start him. You ain't got nothing to lose. Start him. Let him go ahead and make his points. Let his team go ahead and spoil somebody's playoff run, because that's what he is at this point. He's a playoff spoiler. Okay, and with that, I'm going to go to Mo. Even though you didn't send me anything, Mo, who you got? Who do you think, if you had to pick right off the top of your head right now, who would you sit and who would you start?
I want y'all to sit Jamar Chase. He's doing absolutely nothing with brownie points throwing to him, okay? All right, sit Jamar Chase, not because he's sorry, not because he's BBL cheeks, but just because I don't trust this dude, okay? All right, and then you would start, let me look. Oh, Trevor Lawrence. Because we get live, baby. We getting live.
You know, this is gonna be great. I can't wait till 1 o'clock. I can't wait. But hey, let me get into these prize picks. I've been having a rough time with them, but I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping it rolling. Okay, prize picks.
We all have.
We'll start with you, Kory. Kory, talk to me what you picking on this one.
I agree with Justin. Derrick Henry's going to run the ball all over Carolina, man. They don't have the size to stop him, bring him down. He's going to go for more than 70 yards this game. Mixon, this kid's going to have to check down. Mixon's going to have at least 3, 4, 5 check downs, screens. They're going to try to get him to get his offense going. So Mixon, he's going to have more than 2.5 receptions. And Travis Kelce, you're playing the Raiders, man. You know Kelce getting a tutty. He getting a tutty.
So I got to start
Where's the
sending
little
screenshot.
where's little pancake cheeks?
Oh yeah, she in Brazil somewhere, so he can't get them.
In Brazil?
Yeah, she on tour. She on tour.
Yeah, he can't get them itty bitty pancake cheeks
because that means he gonna have a big ass game because he ain't got to worry about her watching him.
Yeah, because she ain't got no big ass.
Yeah.
Just give him a dig for that. Give him a dig for that, man. Just give him a dig for that.
Okay. Justin, talk to me about your picks.
By
the way, I didn't catch them more or less. So talk to me. You got
that's cool. That's cool. I'm taking. You take. I'll tell you right now. I just sent to you. Yeah, you take the less. You take the less on the passing yards for Jalen Hurts, man. The reason why I say this is a running team every week in and week out. Yeah, he get the ball out, but I don't think he's gonna go over 242. That's pretty high line. He's missed this in the last 3 to 5 games he's played. So you take the under on that. Yeah, man, I feel like Swift is gonna have a big game, so you put Swift. I put Swift in that area, but then you take the over on Travis Etienne, man. Anytime touchdown, bro. So I believe Etienne is gonna be utilizing this in this Houston game, and when it gets down and gritty in that goal line, the red zone area, this is where Etienne shines, man. So you get the over on anytime touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, I agree with the Travis Etienne because it has to happen. If he's not running the ball, he's not putting up them yards, he's not controlling the clock, he's not scoring some touchdowns, Jacksonville gonna have a long ass game.
Long fucking day.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long game. Okay. Got to me. I've already hit 2 of them. I picked McCaffrey. Okay. This is my personal picks. You see, I put $20 on it to win 200. I've already gotten 2. Okay. Goff, 17 points. I know it's kind of fucked up because I'm telling you what I picked on Saturday, and the game already played. So I'm sorry, America. Is what it is. I'm an asshole. But McCaffrey with 1 touchdown here. I mean, with 1 yard, I jumped in on that one. I already won on that. Okay. Goff, 17 fantasy score. He already gave me over 20. So I'm already halfway there. I need CJ Stroud to do 35 pass attempts. You heard me? I need CJ Stroud to give me 35 pass attempts.
That's a lot.
And I need Josh Allen to do what he does all the time. And it's to fall apart on me and to give me less on 257. 257 yards is a lot of yards for Josh Allen. Okay. Especially playing against that Philadelphia defense. So I went less on Josh Allen, more on the 35 for CJ Stroud, who, by the way, that's their defense. That's their offense, what they do. Their offense is CJ Stroud. Yeah. This is winnable. I could take this $200 and take my wife to Outback. I'm just saying. Maybe Longhorn. She needs a nice salmon. I need to get me one of those Outback, one of those ribeyes. Get me a nice ribeye. I'm gonna dig myself on that.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right, gentlemen. We're gonna get back. Guys, I thank you for coming out. I want to thank everybody for watching. And I want to thank these guys for joining with me. Okay. Factually. By the way, Kory, your picture looks amazing. I think that's exactly what we did. I think we finally fixed it. Okay. You look good.
Yeah, I didn't see it flicker.
Not even once, brother. I think we got it.
That might have been it. Yeah.
Okay. So final words. We're going to start with Justin. Go from the right side to the left side. Justin, talk to me. Final words.
Yeah, man. From the Hip Podcast, we here every week, twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday. Tune in where you want biased opinions, unfiltered comments, and our factual from our experts, which is just us. Just come in, just have a good time with us, man. We talk football all week. We get real competitive, as y'all noticed today, and we stand on business, bro. So tune into From the Hip Podcast, bro.
Mo.
I want a petition for Anthony to drink before each and every show. Before each and every show, I need him to drink. I need Kory to continue to know his role and shut his mouth. And y'all watch that Jacksonville-Houston game. It's going to be a barn burner. Justin, boy, you were standing on business today. Woo, I like it. I like it. More of it.
Kory, you know, you're my brother. I love you. I couldn't love you any more than I already do. But go ahead. Get him back.
Like, comment, subscribe, everybody. Thanks for coming out again. Trying to bring out the best content. We're trying to put out the good information for you. Mo, you need to remember to shut your mouth when you talk to me and acknowledge me every time you see me, because you know who is the man, and that's me. I am your tribal chief. Acknowledge me.
Wow.
Always.
Wow.
No.
Everyone, thanks for watching. As you can see, we got the From the Hip family loves y'all, and we really, honestly, truly hope you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Join us soon. We'll be back on Wednesday. But hey, we're going to start to advertise that we're going live soon. So if you want to jump in earlier and watch us as we go with all mistakes and no chance for edits and all the dumb shit
That'll be crazy.
Okay.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Because whose game is it, Mo?
Oh boy. As always, let's keep it football and let's keep it from the hip. Thanks for watching and hope everybody has a great week. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah.